Hello, what's up guys? Trent Gaming here, back with another video. This is my first discussion video. Let's get right into it with the Nintendo 64. And is it still good? So the Nintendo 64 came out in 1996 and competed with the PS1. I don't think it won. I mean, the retro community can argue it, but in terms of raw sales and stuff, the PS1 beat it. But is it still good? It was still popular. It still sold over 32 million units worldwide. It was discontinued in 2002, giving it a lifespan of 6 years. I can do math. So is this console good, though? Still good in 2021. Well, we don't have to play any games you realize. This console is good looking still. I mean, mine's in a bit of rough shape, but I got it from a pawn shop for $64, like several years ago. Speaking of which, I'm going to give myself a shameless plug right here and say, hey, go down in the link in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe either, and hit the notification bell. But if you go in the description below, you can get my first setup tour I did on this channel like 3 years ago. And this is in there right next to my PlayStation 3. So you guys can tell I've had this thing for a while. But this was, when I bought this was retro. The GameCube wasn't considered retro yet, so this was my first retro console. So I have a lot of fondness for it. That being said, I also have a lot of criticism for it because it didn't live up to my expectations in some ways. But let's look at this console. Let's finish looking at it first. This did come in a bunch of other colors that are cooler than this one. This is just a standard one. I like it a lot. I think Jungle Green looks cool. One unique thing about it is, look at this. I don't think a lot of our consoles did this. I might be wrong, but look at the power supply. It's a space saver. You just stick it into the console, and it's like, I'm good. Then you got your standard port pretty deep in there for some reason. Maybe dust protection, I don't know. And then you have the controller. Not the best controller ever, but for the games on the system, it worked pretty good for the most part. This joystick kind of sucks, though. They give out a lot because of flawed design. If this thing had a better joystick, I think it'd be a better system overall, but, you know, it's fine. It serves its purpose. It was the first joystick of its kind. So this thing I think thrives really well in the party. Like, it's still really good if you're playing party games. You know, your Smash 64, Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing, Mario Parties 1, 2, and 3. I mean, this thing still thrives as a party console. Like, I would argue it's probably the best couch co-op console of all time, just due to easy use. James Bond, I can't believe I forgot that one. 007, GoldenEye. I mean, it's still really fun as a couch co-op console. I think to this day, if it's not the best, it's one of the best couch co-op consoles. It's just amazing. Yeah, I mean, you stick 4 controllers in, you grab some pizza, grab Mountain Dew, huddle up next to your TV. I mean, you can have hours, days, weeks, years of fun with it. It's great. However, multiplayer or single player is more hit and miss. There are some exceptions. Take The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, for example. This is one of the best single player games of all time, or at the time. I don't know where it ranks now, but I still think it ranks pretty high. Probably a top 3 Zelda game. I don't know. I'm not gonna jump down that rabbit hole today, because that is one heck of a rabbit hole, quite frankly. But this console still has a lot of good single player experiences, but I think some of them are dated and have been surpassed. The game. This is like a prototype to the GameCube in some ways, where this did a lot of things well, but I think the GameCube surpassed it. Like, take party games. I think 4-player on the GameCube is better. Like, I just have more fun with it, and generally, granted, that's due to the GameCube's amazing controller, I think, does make the difference there. Single player, I mean, I'm not going to jump down the Zelda rabbit hole or the Mario rabbit hole, but I think the single player experiences are more fun on the GameCube as well. That being said, this console is still good, and more importantly, it's good enough. But But before I go, I'm going to tell you guys a little story and throw a shameless plug in here. So I got my Nintendo 64 from a pawn shop several years ago now for $64. It came with a console, the power supply, a controller, AV cords, and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. You know what? It was pretty damn good. I played it extensively. As you guys can see in my shameless plug, which is my first setup tour I did on the channel over 3 years ago. It was this and my PlayStation 3. And that was pretty much it. Also, if you guys have noticed, I've had a bit of the sniffles. I kicked up some dust and my nose does not like dust, so I've just been sniffling through this whole video. I hope that doesn't bug you guys too much. If it does, I'm sorry. Anyways, before I sniffle more, have a nice day. Like, comment, subscribe. Check the Instagram in the description below, and goodbye.